When they came up with the catchy rhyme song thing, I'm a lean green fighting machine, they probably weren't talking about fatty fat here. Fatty fat fatty. 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 That's you. You're fatty. Oh, that's right, you better cry. Hope you're crying fat so you'll stop being so fatty. You fatty? Hey guys, Rich here with another Transformers action figure review. Yeah, awesome. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Hunt for the Decepticons Deluxe action figure, Hailstorm. Yeah, Hailstorm. He is a Decepticon missile carrier tank-like vehicle. I know that we have these in the real world, but for the life of me, I can never remember what they're called. And I tried to go search for things on the internet, like missile tank, missile launching vehicle, and I saw pictures, but they didn't have the name of it, and I'm like, you know, they just called it a missile tank, so I'm like, whatever. Anyway, it's a very cool vehicle. It's not that large, actually, it's pretty small of a vehicle. Oh, way to drop it, Rich! Not like I'm doing a review here. Sorry about that, just a little self-hating. Anyway, I do like the color scheme of it, though. I like how it's mainly green. It has the camouflage of the black and the white, and then the tank treads are like a copper bronze colored. So it has some rich, realistic colors mixed in here, and then with like the red missiles. It's a good mix of colors, you know. Now, if you wanted, you are able to launch the missiles while in vehicle mode. The thing about this particular Transformer is that the weapons, the missiles, the projectiles, whatever you want to call them, for this figure, it's obviously missiles, are not spring-loaded. They are, in fact, you have to use pressure to push them, to shoot them out. And then you can see here, they're just like a little ball, but there's no spring in there. All you hear is the missile shaking. So you just load it in and you just push it, and it can't. Sometimes it launches farther than other times. I mean, like, put my hand here. See, like that was awesome. I love that. So, kudos to Hasbro for building missiles that are kind of meh. But at least all 8 of them are launchable. I hate when you get a figure and it only can launch some of them. It's like either make it with them all or make it with none of them, because it looks ridiculous having a couple of the missiles stick out because they're projectiles. But anyway, here's the vehicle mode. It rolls poorly because it just has these little tiny wheels here. So it moves, but it's kind of like because I'm just pushing it and gliding it. So the wheels kind of turn, but it's not like, what is it, the Battle Blade Bumblebee. Great vehicle mode for wheels and moving across a table or a surface. This guy, he'll move, obviously, but it's more of my energy with the momentum and everything than it is actually his rolling capacity. But anyway, that's that. Now for the transformation. Okay, this guy is a little difficult to transform back from robot mode to vehicle mode, which I just did a moment ago, but from getting him to vehicle mode to robot mode is not very difficult at all. The first thing that I do, go ahead and kind of just get the missile launcher out of the way, but you want to go ahead and lift up the front of the vehicle right here, up from the tank treads, off the tank treads. Alright, now that we got that up, we're going to go ahead and rotate the tank treads. We're just going to go ahead and just pull them out like that, so you get the arm extended here. Go ahead and pull it out. Just have it out just so it's there. Alright. Now right here at the front of the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and start working on the feet. Go ahead and rotate the feet down from both sides. There we go. I always like to kind of start with the feet for some reason, just so I can kind of have it. I guess maybe to me it seems like it's actually transforming that way or something. I don't know. At the back of the vehicle here, this is the back, you're going to just pop up these little things right here underneath. They look like the lasers or lights or something here. Just pop those up. Alright, then you're going to pull, first, you need to pop out the head. Go ahead and get the head popped up here. Just pull it all the way up, extend them all the way up. And then now we're going to go ahead and pull out the other half of the tank treads, and it's going to kind of, you can also kind of push from the top and stuff, but you're trying to give each side equal room, but they're kind of, you see how it kind of squishes these silver parts in, and we just end up lining it up, push that down all the way, take the tank treads from before to the front of the tank treads, pull those up, And we're going to lock those in there to the peg. You'll hear a little snap when they're in the right place. Get those there. Alright, fix the arms just so they're turned appropriately. Alright, now here for his back, we're going to rotate it. Push it all the way down. You're going to open up the back flap. Rotate the missiles forward so they're kind of like this now. Close the back hatch. Disconnect both of the missile launchers, and then here underneath you can see that there's this little opening on both of them, and there's this little peg on both shoulders. You can decide if you'd rather have them off the shoulders so that you can kind of go up and down with them, you know, or you can go ahead and push them down onto the peg on both sides, and then come on, go on, do it. There we go. All right, there we go. Done, just like that. So here he is in robot mode. I like this figure. As far as the name Hailstorm, I guess it kind of works because he shoots lots of missiles, and his little bio on the back of the card is talking about how he just launches all kinds of missiles and everything, and he runs, and he's kind of cowardly because he's clumsy. But I think, personally for me, if you actually take the head and you push it down, I think he looks more like a gargoyle. For some reason, I look at him and I'm thinking like gargoyle. I guess just because he has really big arms that are kind of longer than his body, so he seems more like a beast than he does a humanoid type shape. So he looks, and then his face is kind of gargoyle-esque. I don't know, but anyway. So his only weapons are the missile launchers, unless you want to count these 3 little dots on both sides as lasers or some type of sensors or something when you're using your imagination. I don't really care for that. Well, like, here are the missiles, it's like, oh, wow, he's such a cool figure, and you're like, oh, bummer, they, like, stick out really far, and that's stupid. But they have to stick out like that because when they're in the pack here, they have to be sticking out just far enough for you to still be able to shoot them out while he's still in vehicle mode. That's another reason why I would personally have preferred there to be spring-loaded missiles. But I really don't like them being this long, and I'm considering customizing it myself and kind of shortening it so it won't be able to shoot when he's in vehicle mode, but unless I open the flap and launch them. But he will be able to when he's in robot mode. So that's pretty much it as far as him. Now for the articulation, that's as far as just looking at him. The articulation, his head can look up and down, and it can also, it's a little tight, but he can look a little side to side. A little bit. The arms are ball joint, I think, up here in the shoulder. But so you can go up and down, you can rotate 360. The elbow here can actually go side to side, and then you also have a ball joint here up at the upper arm, so you get even more right there. I mean, that's great. That really is. There's no articulation here in the hand, but that's not a big deal with so much going on up here at the shoulder and upper arm or forearm. And then forgot to connect that together. That was my bad. The waist has no articulation at all unless you kind of disconnect that part I just connected right here, so you can kind of make him look like he's looking up. But you can do that with his legs. His legs can move his arms, can kick out pretty far. I actually like the range of motion he has. They can get very close to totally being able to get down on his knees, as you can see here, and then you can use his hands kind of help prop him up. That actually is a very awesome pose right there, and if you could get him to be kind of looking up and then use the missile launchers to look up, oh, that's awesome. A lot of figures can't do that. They can't really get down on their knees. I think that's a problem as far as posing, because some of the coolest poses that there are is like when somebody is, crouching down and about ready to just cap the enemy just because, they're like all prepared, and it's just, I like it. That's personally my favorite. But the knee has really good range of articulation here. You cannot rotate the knee, but you got so much going on up there at the hip that it's great. It's okay. The foot can go up and down, and that's it. It cannot rotate, but it can go side to side and forward and backward. So you can kind of get enough there that you don't really need to worry about it. But so yeah, that's pretty much it for Hailstorm here. I really like his colors. I do recommend this figure. To do a size comparison of something that I hope you have, I'm going to actually use a Lego person. You've probably owned a Lego person at one point. Now, I'm going to be using none other than a mime Lego guy. Very sad mime, actually. I don't want to be here. Tough for you. So yeah, you got the little mime here, kind of Hailstorm bossing him around, like, oh look, got a little armrest. That's awesome. But yeah, so overall, I will give Hailstorm a 4.5 out of 5. I would give him a 5, but it feels like there's something missing here. I don't know. Maybe he just deserves a 5 out of 5 for his articulation. Is a really solid figure. I like the vehicle mode for a change, as far as it being like a total solid, awesome looking vehicle mode. I love that. He's an awesome figure. I do recommend that you pick him up if you find him. He's cool. He's awesome. He's a great Decepticon, and I wish he would have been in the movie, because I think he would have been a cool character to have in Revenge of the Fallen. But, you know. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments or questions about this figure in particular, don't forget to put that down below in the comment section. Yeah! But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was entertaining and informative for you. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get going. I think Hailstorm's going to probably go beat up the mime, and I'm going to go watch, because, you know, I got nothing else to do. So, anyway, guys, talk to you guys later. Peace out! Oh, and real quick, I forgot to note that you can actually rotate the upper leg. It can twist. So, yeah, I just didn't want to forget that. Anyway, I'm going to go. We got to go beat up the mime. Let's go beat up the mime!